So we're cutting here on this form again. So on this form, you see this little corner it makes out right here we're gonna cut. And you see this shape that I've transcribed another line over. That's the width of our beam underneath. But as this staircase reaches the top, up at the last step, the beam kind of fades away and it turns into a flat area. So there's gonna be a little transition that's gonna take place right there. And I kind of just cut that curve, or we're about to cut it, just to leave some wood there, and we can cut that up there on the spot exactly how we need it shaped when we're up there. In fact, I may have even left a little extra right in here. And this thin stuff, we can cut it up there in the air and adjust it for what we need. But at the top, it has to be the full width, and then all of a sudden this beam like just rolls and curls out of it and comes down the side. Hey, we need to move that bamboo there. We need to move that. Yeah, I'll get, hey, Nardo, come untie this bamboo so we can move it over. Just here at the bottom. Maybe we can undo that one, that one, that one, and just pull over. Yeah. Over here also, same. Okay. Hey, help here real quick. Let's move this bamboo over some. We need to move this one because he's got to put a rail to right here, okay? And we need to move that one over there. See if we can pull them in. Just start untying these right here and pull that nail. Untie, untie, untie. If any of y'all wondering why there's some chipping going on up there, I'll tell you later. See that cut line? A little chipping going on. Yeah, I'll tell you later. I'll sit out here on this front balcony a second. This is where I sit and edit the video this morning. Right out on this very front little balcony. And just enjoying myself. Well, I'm back here again right now. I want to talk to you guys just for a second. You know, my videos are always delayed, and so we're always running a week to a week and a half behind. I'd rather it be only about a week right now, but other circumstances floated out to about a week and a half out from real time. So on today's video that went out and published today, a gentleman commented that about managing a crew and a lot of people, and he has to do that all the time, you know, because we was moving that big wood up to the rooftop. And he commented about that it seems that I'm running over schedule and over budget. I responded to him, how would you know what my schedule is? How would you know what my budget is, right? You don't. So how could you say you're running over schedule and you're running over budget? I don't need anything back in the US. I put my work in back in the US. I burn my candle at both ends and all through the middle back in the US. Multitasking multiple different kinds of businesses all at one time for many times in my life. And I put money back, and I put money back, and I lived so frugal, so frugal. I was Mr. Tightwad. A lot of people thought I was just a poor, broke son of a gun because I would not spend no money. Now, I talked about this in a video of where I got that from in my family, my great-grandmother, my grandmother, many other people in my family, great uncles and aunts and all. Same way. left this world with way more than what people thought they had. And they were very frugal, very, very frugal. Even some basic utilities and stuff that we take for granted this day and time, they refused to have it because they wanted no expenditures in their life whatsoever. And they just put that money back. All they talked about is a rainy day. Yeah, you can have that selfish mentality and say, you can't take it with you when you die. You're right, you can't take it with you, but if you got people you love, it can help the people you love. And so you're only concerned about yourself in this world when you leave. You have no one you love that you too want them to have an opportunity to enjoy something. I lived extremely frugal. I would only drive old cars. When I did buy a new vehicle, I felt very guilty over it. Wouldn't keep it very long, get rid of it, go back to driving a beater. Because it's just money milking away. It's that American mentality, that consumerism, this consumerism, you know, and just enslaved in debt. Now, one good move I made too in my life is I never took on a mortgage. I built my own home when I was just in my 20s, and I still have that home to this day. It served me well. Was it a perfect home? Nope. It had flaws, absolutely. Did I build it like Legos, piece by piece? I sure did. But it served me just as good as any other home. And while people stressed and worried about repossessions and all the insurance mess and super high taxes and all that, I just sit back and cruised. My money was staying in my pocket, not going out to all of these things that are just eating away at you, and you gotta have it. So my budget, my schedule, I've did my time. I'm here enjoying this bill. I wake up here happy every single day. This house, it's been like a hobby for me. It's gonna provide me a home. It's gonna provide my wife a home. But I'm a realist that someday I won't be here anymore. And I love my wife. She's a good wife, and many of you see that. I ain't seen any of you much want to dare say anything insulting towards Melinda. Melinda is just good as gold. And she's a damn good woman. I have wonderful nieces and nephews. I want them to have something good. Now, you can hand somebody money, and money's an evil thing. You can just handle money, and money can disappear in a heartbeat. You can give something like this, it appreciates in value. It provides security, a structure. I provided her a way to have a small income with what's built down on the ground floor down underneath. She has picked up the ability to know and understand about growing her own food, providing ways for her own water, to create her own electricity, and be independent from all that nonsense in the world. So I'm setting my wife up. In the event something happened to me, I want her to have easy, smooth sailing. I got a video out there called Shameful. It went over pretty big, and I talked about all that. I talked about not afraid to get my hands dirty. Everybody else don't have to be doing something for me. I love to work on stuff. I love to build stuff. I love to create stuff. I don't like to just be a boss. I like to be a workmate. And you know that old saying out there, that if you love what you do, well, then you've never worked a day in your life. Well, whoever thinks I'm over schedule and over budget, I'm not working a day of my life right now. I'm enjoying what I do. I wake up happy to do it. I enjoy working with these guys. When this build is over, I can guarantee you, without a doubt, I'll have another project. And I can guarantee when it's over with, I'll have another project. So don't worry about the channel dying, because there's going to be plenty more content to come. Budget, nobody knows my budget. I can tell you this much. We may not be a channel with 50,000 or 100,000 subscribers, but because of the content and because the attraction of the advertisers to our content, and we run a pretty clean vlog, not a bunch of cussing or hitting like real controversial issues or anything like that, we get paid a real high CPM and RPM rate. So I am earning more than channels that are way bigger than me, because I'm providing good content, clean content, educational content, entertaining content, stuff showing tools and house being built and the boat stuff, the car stuff, the farm stuff. My farm videos, man, a farm video that just got a few thousand views pays me higher than even any of these videos. Just telling you the truth. Anything dealing with solar, all of my videos, I get paid really good. Social Blade out there, that's a joke. We laugh at that. We go there and it tries to estimate what your earnings are. Remember, they have no way to know. They're not no part of YouTube, and YouTube cannot share your private information out. So all they guess is on an average of what the average CPM is out there and the average RPM. But you know, that's down with channels that just got garbage and poor advertisers and all. And that's all that down there. I'm up in the cream of the crop. I'm just being honest with you guys. And I'm earning one of the higher RPM, CPM rates out there. It'll blow your mind. And you know what? That's from two things. That's from my own hard work, giving up a lot of my personal time, recording, editing these videos. Task here that would have took just a few minutes, took an hour because I'll stop and want to shoot video and shoot video and shoot video. And because of you guys, because of you out there. If it wasn't for you, who would be watching that, right? And if it wasn't for you great commenters out there and hitting those thumbs up for me always, putting that great comments out there. It's Gentleman of the Day. I'm not mad at him. He just don't know. I'm not mad at him. But he took time to write a comment, and I appreciate that. And I'm taking time to respond to that comment. And I hope he appreciates that, you know, and we all learn together. And that's what I like. So my budget on this house I ended up not spending so much out of my pocket because the YouTube has treated me so well. Melinda and I has treated us so well, and it's made our budget come in way lower on the house. It was already cheaper building cast form concrete. Finding great things like these ready-made UPVC windows and not putting no high-end, high-dollar windows in. It made it great. Great crew next door here and with family and all. It made it great. Teaching my crew about being more responsible to reuse materials here, to not chop up every little piece of cocoa lumber down to a toothpick, to try not to chop up every piece of plywood, just grab a whole sheet every time and manage it. You remember I did videos of that in the past. Not waste materials, to not roll off a big old piece of tie wire to tie something temporary and then take that tie wire and wad it up and throw it in a sack like it's scrap. To take that and chop it up and make it into pieces of tie wire for the steel. It sounds petty, but when you get at the end of the build, it adds up to money. It adds up to money. You know, don't waste nails. Don't grab 5 nails and you use 3 and you left 2 on the ground, or grab 5 nails and use 1 and left 4 on the ground and walk behind and left them. Somebody else picks them up and takes them home with them, and now it works on their house. It adds up. It adds up. There's been a lot of nail straightening goes on around here, and it sounds frugal, but it's just the truth. And we don't make a whole lot of trips buying nails. We don't make a whole lot of trips buying these things because we use it up. You remember in a video one time, some of you will, your subscribers won't, It said they didn't have no tie wire. And I went and I found, I think it was 5 concrete sacks full of wadded up tie wire, where they would just use a piece, as I said, and wad it up. And we got wire cutters galore here. I bought near every person here a pair of wire cutters with pliers. Man, with this many people, in just a few minutes, they had 5 sacks chopped up to the length for a tie wire for steel. And I just saved us more money again, just super quick, and we went right on. And no more ever again did I have any sacks after that day with tie wire. From there on, instead of looking for a brand new roll, they retrained their brain to grab that scrap and use it. So what would you do at your house if you was building? You would be straightening nails and you would be reusing tie wire. And I'm gonna be the same tightwad doing it here also. I need you to get some tie wire, take a nail, poke a hole, poke 2 holes and push tie wire up there and tie it up.
Come on. Good.
You don't have to tie it too tight, just temporary. All right, now we can, I'm gonna look at this. Let's move this ladder out where we can step back and look at it. So that's good there. We can push that corner there up. We need to get a piece of cocoa lumber, measure across here. We need to get a piece, drill holes, drill the hole through the cocoa lumber and into the concrete. And let's get one nice and straight across up there. Oh, sorry, Joe, I don't know you're there. So this is the first piece, and it's actually going pretty good so far. We'll start preparing blocks down this side. It's getting that nice swoop to it like I want it. It's going to be up, I think, a little higher right over here, just a little bit. Yeah, about there. Now I think it needs to push down just a little bit. And we're going to make that curve a little bit more right up there, but it looks great. It's really looking great. This is working out good so far. I got my side for my beam where it'll start right here and come out. We'll probably just square that. I just wanted to make a curve while I was pushing this. If you make a square cut in that while you're trying to push and bend, it may rip, but if you'll cut a round, it don't rip as easy. That's the reason I cut that round until we get it up there. Here's another little tip for you. And dealing with this thin plywood. that building they put over there. It's really cool. So what he'll do, he'll build like concrete columns.
Okay.
And then he'll wrap that bamboo around them and hide all the concrete.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. But the problem with that is that you got to do constant maintenance to come back and take care of that bamboo, or it ages out like right there, you know. Yeah. So he's always had to replace it on these roofs and everything.
It dries out.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he doesn't stain them or anything, right?
Well, it only lasts for so long, you know.
Stain them or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, especially up on those roofs and in that sun. But it's pretty cool, man. But he does put a lot of work into keeping it up to keep up that style. But oh yeah, there's one of these rooms has one up high on the side too. Yeah, up on the like second floor out off the side of the room. It's got one, and there's one that's got a staircase going up to it, and the staircase has got stonework and tile work done that looks like a mermaid going all the way up the staircase. His niece did all that. He's got a niece that'll do a lot of artwork around here. Yeah, yeah, nice young girl, and she does a lot of artwork, and she'll be the one to get down there and paint like all that stuff on those stumps and around everywhere, or do like the tile work going up. He's a really nice guy, really nice guy.
This is actually a nice resort.
It is.
It's neat.
It is.
I love it. This push you.
I love it here.
This will push you so much because you don't have this in the middle. You know what I mean? You just can't go. Even you go to the Yellowstone, you get attacked by a bear. You know what I mean? You can't just.
That is so true.
You can't just like now. You can just come out here and just sit down.
Yeah, I really like that bent bamboo.
Or anything. It's kind of chill. I mean, those are really nice.
They are.